Well, it's man-to-man coverage, and you got Flowers in the slot on Beanie Bishop, who just doesn't have that same type of speed. That's an easy read for Lamar to see. He is looking for that matchup, but great execution, just an inside fade route. You're always looking for those throws when you get those type of mismatches. What an electric play.
Here's Henry right up the gut. Inside the 35 he goes. Dave Flowers now 5 catches, 100 yards on the dot for him. And Lamar Jackson just continues to dice it up.
Yeah, great pass protection, a very clean read. And Zay Flowers just gets a clean release. When you get that clean release with that type of speed on a nickel slot defender, as a #1 receiver, you're going to win a lot, and you are hyped up too.
You know, last 8 games in this rivalry, Steelers have not allowed over 20 points. Not today. Obviously won a defensive touchdown, but still over that mark. And Jackson been a big part of it. So was King Henry.
This is like 2 games of scoring in this rivalry.
It is. You're right. That's going to be another first down. I think. Maybe not. Maybe a little short. Okay, so it'll be a little short.
Obviously in great position they are right now. They should strictly be in ball security mode. I'm always telling the backs in this situation, cover it up, no turnovers. The only way you can really invigorate any hope in that sideline is to turn the ball over. So 3rd and 1, cover it up. You got a 2-score lead with 6 minutes left.
Just going to sneak it up on in there, and that will continue the drive.
We'll just give it a tight end sneak. I mean,
why not? What else you got in the bag of tricks?
I don't know. This part, I'm like, I'm confused sometimes. But I guess you definitely don't want to give Lamar the sneak.
I mean, whatever works, Tom.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
That works.
Whoever wants to carry it forward for the yard, it got the job done. Stutter step up the middle, more room inside the 15. A monstrous day for Derrick Henry. Up over 150 yards now.
Yeah, they've done such a good job limiting Lamar Jackson's carries, but today impossible to limit Derrick Henry's yards. Look at this just hole that he's running through, and I give this offensive line so much credit. They're an absolutely tight group. Gotten tighter as the season's gone along. They lost their offensive line coach, Joe Dallas-Andrus, early in the season, and I'm sure they're thinking about him every time they take the field.
Fake, Henry, not much that time. You know, and Tom, yeah, you know, this offensive line, they lost 3 starters from last year. They had some young moving parts, but since week 4, they've really stabilized.
Yeah, so much continuity in this group. They've just done a great job gelling and coming together. And a lot of times continuity is what it takes from the offensive line. So much of the movements for offensive lines happen after the snap. They have a plan of attack, but when the defense moves, they all have to adjust. So the longer they play together, the more opportunities they have to pass things off in the perfect way, and they've done that today.
Well, the old double jumbo formation with 7 linemen that time, and they give it to Ali. Because Henry a little bit of a break. Well, this offensive line, you know, it's been one of the better lines in terms of continuity. And really, with the change was they had Roger Rosengarten, who they took in the 2nd round of the draft, and they were kind of rotating him in the right side, getting him used to the league with Patrick McCary. Well, after the Dallas game, they moved McCary to left guard, and they planted Rosengarten at right tackle, and it's been really the sauce for this team. In fact, John Harbaugh said Rosengarten is the real deal.
Yeah, he certainly loves him. There's a lot of reasons to love Rosengarten. He's done a great job. He's given up a few sacks this year, but he's got great size and strength, and been a great kind of pillar over there at right tackle for this team.
I think they just drew a
neutral zone infraction.
Yep.
Defense number 56. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Now make it a little closer on 3rd down.
Yeah, and again, what a drive they just put together. They punt the ball to Steelers, and with a 14-point game, you thought, okay, let's pin them back there, but Ravens had other ideas.
10th play of this drive. Very similar to last week, right? When the Eagles had a couple touchdown lead and 10.5 minutes to go, and Steelers never got the ball back. So the D has been unable to get off the field in this key spot. Same deal here, 3rd and 2. Henry, why not? Up the gut, and it is close. I think he's a little short. See if they just go for it here. Derrick Henry now 24 carries, 162 yards. Fun game, and the Ravens 2 minutes away from clinching their ticket to the postseason. And that'll also mean this division is up for grabs, so a chance for a home playoff game last couple of weeks. Wilson in trouble. Gets away, throws it away, and then the bonus is that both these teams play on Christmas. Ravens take the Texans, and then the Steelers get the fun of going on the road to take on the Chiefs.
Yeah,
there you go.
If I'm the Steelers, it's, you lost these 2 back-to-back games, and yeah, it's discouraging, but you still got your whole season ahead of you. You got to go out there and you got to perform certainly a lot better than what you did last week against the Eagles. Today was definitely better. I think with Pickens back, and maybe they get him back for Christmas Day, he adds an element to this offense where they don't need to drive the ball so much down the field.
Fair catch, it's bobbled, and who's got it? Baltimore may have jumped back on it. Let's see.
That's 3 balls out for the Ravens, and they got them all back.
Pretty amazing, right? And it looks like they did get it back, and they did. By the way, that game is in Pittsburgh, not in Kansas City on Christmas Day, so just wanted to clarify that. So the recap of this game, if you just tuned in and you've been out and about, it's been what you'd expect. Steelers-Ravens. That was a huge play in the first half where Darius Washington, Russell Wilson was about to score on a long run. And then Lamar Jackson had been great, right? That was a beauty to Bateman. How about this to Cordero Patterson? Just big play after big play. Mark Andrews, 4th straight game with a touchdown. Then Minkah Fitzpatrick, you would think, turned the momentum. However, 2 plays later, Marlon Humphrey says, "Nah, we'll take it back." That was the difference. Changed everything and put the Ravens in the driver's seat. Up 34-17, where they could take a knee and run this baby out and clinch their ticket to the playoffs.
Yeah, all the big names for the Ravens had big days.
Yeah.
Lamar had a big day, and we thought early in the game, Lamar, how motivated he was to come out here and all week. 1-4 against the Steelers, and believe me, you feel that. There is an absolute part of you where you're like, I got to go show everybody what I can do, and he did that today. And playing from the front of the home crowd, that's a big part of it. Playing at home, those momentum swings are huge, and I know he didn't feel good about that interception going across the field down in the red area, but there were a lot of other great throws he made today.
Derrick Henry had only a 162-yard game, 6.8 a carry. A lot of good for the Ravens as they will be in the postseason with a 34-17 win and finally get back in this rivalry. Steelers had won 8 of 9, but Baltimore, hard-fought battle, but they pull away in the 4th, and they're going to enjoy this one, at least until Christmas. And they clinch a playoff berth again under John Harbaugh. 6th time in the last 7 years. See if they go one further than the championship game where they were this past year. That'll do it. Baltimore, a winner, on to the playoffs.
Phú, hello, thay cảnh á, gửi cho thay gọi nè. Phan ơi, kìa.